These little get-togethers that we're starting are going to be recorded and will eventually be available as subscription, like a podcast that can be sent to you. So if you can't join us exactly at 5 o'clock, you'll be able to subscribe and have it sent to you.
That's a great idea.
So I have some weeks I'll have a little teaching, and this week I have another little story for you as we are getting ready for the holidays, of course. And this is a story from the collection of Reb Shlomo Carlebach, who some of you know of him or know the compositions and music that he produced in the 60s and 70s, and his famous visits to Gainesville in those days, as well as all over the world and country. Here's a story. It's a story that goes all the way back to Europe, all the way back to a town named Peshichta. And there was a rabbi there named Yerachmiel, and a tailor, a poor tailor, who lived a simple life in this little village. Now, in those days, a tailor from who lived in Poland couldn't be very successful. It was difficult to make a living in those days in that small village. But one day, his good fortune appeared, and he was selected by a nobleman because of his talent to become a private tailor for this nobleman. And he moved to the city. He forgot who he was as a Jew. He left behind all the practices of his faith and all the practices that had been part of his life. After all, he was now living in the city in a luxurious home, and his talent was bringing him good fortune with the noblemen who supported him. He even went to Paris on holiday with the nobleman and was able to procure an unbelievable piece of fabric for a new suit. Taylor would work on this suit day and night when he got home to make the most beautiful apparel for the nobleman. It would be an elegant design, cut with every idea of precision. And it goes without saying, he made a beautiful suit. But when his patron, when the nobleman went to try on the new suit, he couldn't get out of it fast enough. What did you do to this beautiful material? This suit is disgusting. It gives me the creeps, he says. The nobleman was so angry, he threw the suit and the tailor out the window, and he said, "You get out of here. Don't ever make me any more suits. Don't come back to my home. If I catch you, I'm going to kill you because you ruined a perfectly good piece of cloth." What can you do? The tailor had tried his best. He picked up the suit and he went back to the village where he came from, went back to the little village where his roots had been. And he went to his rabbi. He went to Reb Yerachmiel, his rabbi. "Please save my life. My patron, the nobleman who took care of me, has gone crazy. I designed the best suit I've ever made in my life, and he wants to kill me." The rabbi held out his hand and examined the suit, and stretched it across his lap and studied it for a moment. And then he gave it back to the tailor and he said, listen, go home. Take the suit apart by opening the seams and then sew them together exactly as you did before. When the work is finished, go back to the nobleman and ask him to try it on. I'm sure he'll be pleased. The tailor went home and he did exactly he was told. He cut open the seams, pulled out the old threads, and rethreading his needle, he sewed the pieces together again. He worked very carefully, making sure that every stitch was in the right place. But he cried the whole time because he knew that if his rabbi's plan failed, the nobleman might just kill him. 2 days later, the tailor appeared before the nobleman with the completed suit, and he says, please, sir, give me a second chance. I've remade the suit. I'm sure you're going to be very pleased. Reluctantly, the nobleman tried on the suit and buttoned it up. But when he checked his reflection in the mirror, the noble smiled. Magnificent. What a suit. You really outdid yourself this time. And he paid the tailor twice as much as he usually did for his labor. And the tailor ran back to his rabbi, Reb Yerachmiel, and he said, thank you. Thank you. You saved my life. You saved my job, Rebbe. But I don't understand, though. If I sewed the suit together exactly the same as before, what did I do wrong the first time? I'll tell you, said Reb Yerachmiel. Let me tell you. When the nobleman took you to become his private tailor, you became filled with pride. And instead of thanking God for your good fortune, you saw it all as the work of your hands. But such arrogance has a terrible smell. Yours was so strong that when the nobleman first put on his suit, even he was sensitive to it. He couldn't get out of those clothes fast enough. But the second time you worked, when you knew your life was in balance and you cried over every stitch, you see, it wasn't your pride, but your tears that made this garment so pleasing to him. And so it's a lesson for Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Here we come to the season where we get to take apart the suit that we've made. We get to let go of any pride or arrogance that might not allow us to understand that all we have received, that all we have been given is not just the work of our hands, but it is also part of the good fortune we have and the life we've been given and the opportunities that have fallen our way. On Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, we get to remake the suit, to try once again to put the fabric of our life together in a way that will make a beautiful and exquisite suit as it should be. Join me now for the mourner's kaddish that we will be able to recite. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabam. V'alma divra kirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yeh shmei rabam v'varach li'olam li'amei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitboar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yidadar v'yidaleh v'yidalal shamei d'kudisha barichu. L'yela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata damiran b'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlomo rabba min shemaya. V'chayim olenu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imramav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. And may the one who makes peace above bring peace to us and to all those who are in need of peace. And let us say, Amen. Thank you, friends, for taking the time to be with me today. We'll continue these gatherings on Tuesdays as we explore more stories, more opportunities to be inspired in Jewish life. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Everybody, bye-bye now.